everyone. Welcome to the Ask Rebecca radio show. Thanks for joining me. I hope everyone had a decent 2 weeks. Sorry I missed you last week. I was dealing with some intense energetic shifts myself and needed to lay low a little bit to nurture myself. Some things that you may have experienced leading up to tonight: drama, tests to learn and master love, money, and allowing your vulnerable side to come through. In order for that to happen, you may have been triggered with hurts from the past that needed healing. And if you can do the work and truly heal these past wounds, they can bring miraculous healing this month and gifts your way. You may have been accomplishing, finalizing, closing doors, or seeing things come to fruition around romance, hobbies, children, fun, and creativity, thanks to the Leo full moon that we had. February overall will be a pretty good month with lots of potentials for new businesses. Not new businesses. Well, maybe new businesses, but I meant to say new blessings connected to ideas, opportunities, people, and past ventures. Lots of action will be required on your part to see all your blessings manifest. There will be plenty of opportunities to heal challenging situations or find solutions to problems. The downside to this month energetically is bouts of high emotions and bringing things that have been hidden out into the open to be dealt with and healed. Drama and life-changing events are likely as well, especially if you haven't dealt with your stuff from the middle of 2018. And we have the new eclipse cycle that's happening in June of this year, June, July, which is helping close the door of that stuff that started in the middle of 2018. So we're going to start feeling those energetic effects now. Not to mention, we've got next Thursday on 2/20/20. That is opening up a massive energetic portal as well. So lots of energetic things happening. Thanks to Mercury retrograde period that we are currently in, you could also experience changes in plans, uncertainty, self-doubt, and things that seemed a sure thing not being so sure anymore. We also moved into a new 28-day moon cycle on February 7th that lasts until March 6th. It's called the Galactic Moon of Integrity, which is tone 8, and the descriptive words being harmonize, model, and integrity. And I'm going to read you what it says. Here we go. So it starts with a quote. What is the best way to take in everyday life to lead one to life's ideal? The best way is to consider harmony as the first principle to be observed. Then, in all circumstances and situations and conditions, one should try to harmonize with one's fellow creatures. Harmony is the most essential thing in life. In plain words, inharmony attracts inharmony, whereas harmony attracts harmony. And that quote is by Hazrat Inayat Khan. Having explored the distinct resonances carried by subtle vibrations, we can focus on harmonizing, generating a pleasing combination of elements. Whether this means establishing inner harmony or in relationship with others, Tone 8 calls us to align our conduct with our integrity that we may genuinely model the truths and ideals we believe in. One definition of the code integrity is the state of being whole or undivided, completeness, as modeled by the harmonious whole of the galaxy. This tone reminds us integrity requires consistency, unwavering adherence to the wisdom and grace of our personal values. Additionally, harmonization requires not compromise, but pliability, willingness to bend, to meet others, to let go of personal attachments for the greater good. As we each uniquely stand as conduits of harmony, we act as mutual role models for one another, inspiring the establishment of galactic culture, actualizing the harmonious potential of our global society. Blessed are they who translate every good thing they know into action. Even higher truth shall be revealed to them. And that quote is by the Peace Pilgrim. All right. So that's what you're going to be dealing with over the next 28 days. for all of us. Lastly, before we get into this week's intuitive messages, just want to say a quick thank you to everyone who participated in the guided crystal bowl energy meditation, mimosas, and field trip to Casadega event on the 8th. I always enjoy being able to connect with you on a more personal level and build a real community of like-minded individuals who can support one another. And as far as I'm concerned, you can never have enough amazing friends in your life. And I'm so very blessed to have all of you as a part of mine. And I look forward to continuing to build relationships with all of you for the rest of the year and beyond. So thank you again for showing up. All right, let's get into what you can expect from tonight, February 13th. Through to February 20th as an overall theme, and then areas of love, work, finances, health, and spirituality. This week, you will touch new depths within your being. Previously unaccessed parts of yourself will require a reevaluation of your priorities and a possible restructuring of your life, especially if you feel like you've lost your way or you forced yourself into action before the time was ready. And you could hear or see symbology around compasses if this applies to you. So maybe you overhear a conversation about a compass, or maybe you stumble across a compass, or the compass in your car, or whatever. It could just be compasses popping up in your reality in some way. Some things you can see happening this week are subconscious issues that you may have been avoiding, denying, or haven't quite been able to see clearly come to the surface. And they're going to come to the surface with a bang. Expect high emotions surrounding this for most of the month if you aren't facing your issues head on. Look to the people, things, and situations you find yourself getting triggered by for clues as to what you need to take ownership of within yourself that you do not like. No one can make you feel something that you don't already feel and believe about yourself. Use your life as a mirror to see what is happening on the inside with you. It's not about anyone else but you. Deal with your bullshit, especially if you are constantly blaming life, God, your parents, your friends, your siblings, the guy who works at the 7-Eleven, your exes, your pets, your boss. You get the point. If you're blaming other people, you need to stop. And you need to direct that energy inward and really figure out what is going on and why you're seeing life through this lens. You do have a choice. You may be thinking about leaving a situation that no longer works for you. Maybe it's a job, a relationship, or living situation, or something else. You just might be leaving something or changing something massive. Trust your intuition. However, the caution here is to think long and hard, weighing pros and cons before doing so. Be smart, not hasty, right? There's no hurry. Just take your time and really figure out what it is that's going to be in your highest good and your best interest before you actually take action. Have a plan together. Judgment will also be a theme this week. For most of you, this judgment will show up by you getting triggered in order to teach you the importance to look carefully at how you are making decisions and judgments in your own life. If you feel judged by others, then take a hard look at where you are judging everyone else. It's a sure sign that you are being hypocritical in your actions and need to deal with your projections onto others and judgment of yourself. Again, no one can make you feel something that you don't already feel about yourself. Towards the end of the week, you will see more positive aspects at play with some really beautiful days where you feel balanced, peaceful, blessed, and you could see some awesome fruitions happening in your life, especially things that you've been working on so hard. Work, for those of you employed, again, some of you could be contemplating leaving your work situation. Some could experience a change regardless if you are the one making it or not. It could be a new set of duties or a new set of responsibilities in some way, office change, anything, just some sort of change revolving work. Some of you may be monitored closely by the powers to be due to some looming changes with potentially layoffs or terminations. So I highly recommend that you don't slack off right now, especially if you are in a work situation where you feel like things are not feeling quite right. And some of you may actually be aware of maybe some mergers or things that are happening within your job. So really just make sure you are at your best. Those of you that are looking for a job, I'm not really picking up on anything too much for new jobs this week. It does feel like a week of strategizing and networking and putting your feelers out there and just pounding the pavement, the internet, again, just communicate, look, seek, do what you need, and something will be popping up for you in the next week or so. Love, for those of you in committed relationships and dating seriously, it's a make it or break it time for relationships. It's all about judgments, assumptions, and jumping to conclusions. Some of you could be thinking of leaving a challenging relationship. As long as you are not being abused mentally, physically, and or emotionally, the energies point to you needing to work through these challenges because they begin and end with you. If you leave now, you'll just attract the same person, but a worse version. Ultimately, you may leave anyway, but I do feel like you need to understand why you chose this relationship and why you see the things the way that you do. Then leave from an empowered position when you have a clear understanding of your own insecurities, fears, baggage, projection, and self-sabotaging behaviors. It's better to work those things out with the devil you know than the one you don't. But again, if you are in a physically abusive relationship or mentally abusive, you know what I'm talking about. If you're in a situation like that, you need to go now. Looking for love, those of you that are single, some of you could find yourself at home feeling lonely and sorry for yourself with this energy. Don't do that. Get out and explore the world. Hang out with your friends, family. Just put yourself out there. Love will find you when you learn to love yourself. And if you could meet someone and end up making judgments, forming an opinion based on your ego, whether positive or negative, try not to jump to conclusions before truly getting to know someone. Give people a chance. Finances are okay. I do feel more of you are stressed over your financial situation, are trying to figure out solutions. Some may receive a decision made for you around finances that is not in your favor. There is an alternative to get what you want, but it will require you putting energy into positive solutions instead of focusing on the negative situation itself. Health, I do feel some stress, overwhelm, negative attitude, negative thoughts, judgment, anger, and resisting change could cause some health flare-ups for some of you. You do have control over your thoughts. Change them. Also, try forgiving yourself and others. Empowering yourself will help your overall health. And for most everyone else, I just feel like you're going to be feeling the way you've always been feeling. Spirituality, don't isolate yourself. Connect with others and the divine within you. Be open to new ideas, people, experiences. Your judgments are limiting your happiness this week if you allow them to. Don't allow them. You have control over this. I know it's easier said than done. It takes effort. It takes consistent work to change your thoughts. But if you do it, it will happen. I promise you. That wraps up this week's intuitive messages. My caller tonight is Brandy in Okolona, Mississippi. Hopefully I didn't butcher that. Hi, Brandy. How are you?
I'm fine.
How can I help you tonight?
Yes, I was trying to see when will I conceive.
When will you what? I'm sorry.
When will I have a baby conceive?
Oh, when will you have a baby to conceive? All right. So, I feel like it could happen this year that you conceive, but I do feel like you've got to work on, I feel like your intuition has been telling you you need to make some changes, but maybe you're having a difficult time interpreting what you're feeling and what you're thinking. But the first things that kind of come to mind for you is I feel like one, if you've been seeing a doctor consistently, I feel like you need a second opinion. And I also feel like you have to take better care of yourself physically. I feel like you're lacking some much needed vitamins and minerals that could be throwing your body off balance and making it more difficult. How long have you been trying to conceive?
But we just started like a couple months ago.
Okay. I don't feel like it's going to be a major problem for you at all. I definitely see you I feel like having babies. I don't know if that's your goal, but I do feel like it's possible. And if you really kind of buckle down and make sure that you're nurturing yourself, right? And taking care of yourself, because I feel like sometimes you've got some high stress levels that kind of
Mm,
affect your body and cause inflammation. So I feel like you definitely could be pregnant by October. I don't feel like it would go past October. I definitely feel like you're going to get pregnant this year.
okay.
So I would say for me, I feel like absolute latest. And when I say latest, I mean like you actually getting pregnant, um, not you physically having the baby. So, yeah, this year.
Okay.
Ha have you been seeing a doctor?
Yes, I went to mine in Oklahoma, but I had to go to another one. So I go to one in Jackson. I got to go back to him Tuesday because we did progesterone check um this past Tuesday. So I got to go back
Okay.
Tuesday to see.
Okay. All right. So I like that doctor in the other town, not the one in the Oklahoma, not in Oklahoma.
Yes, I love him
I
too,
like
the one in Jackson.
Yeah, I like the one in Jackson. I feel like that doctor knows, I don't know, I just feel like, is it a man?
Yes, he's a man.
Okay, yeah. I just feel like he's more connected to you. It sounds silly, but I just feel like he's got a better understanding. I
Yes, 'cause
feel
he
like there's a
delivered two of my kids.
possibility. Ah, that's why. Okay, because I just feel like he's definitely connected to you and he knows your body, as creepy as that sounds, but he knows your body and he knows what's going on with you. Um,
Yes.
I, I, I do feel like there's a possibility that the test results for the progesterone, like I feel like they might be off a little bit. Um, but I do feel like it's something that's easily fixable.
Okay.
Okay, so don't like if you know if the news is a little bit like, oh, your levels are a little bit off, don't freak out.
Okay, 'cause he's supposed to start me on Clomid or Famira when I go back.
And that's to basically help you ovulate more
Yes.
or produce more eggs. Okay.
Yes.
It are you doing in vitro? Because I kind of feel like you're going to conceive naturally.
No, I wasn't, but I could see my last child naturally.
Yeah, I don't necessarily feel like it's going to come to that. I kind of feel like whatever injections he's doing with you and whatever routine he's going to have you on, I feel like you're just going to do your thing and boom, there it happens in the next couple of months for sure.
Okay.
Um, do you have any other questions, or do you want me to see if
No,
I'm picking up
ma'am.
on anything?
No, you did great. I love my reading from you.
Oh, I'm so glad. Thank you very much. Yeah, stay positive. You got this. I'm not worried at all. I think you're going to be just fine. Um, Let me ask you, for some reason, I keep feeling twins with you. Does that run in your family?
We have a set of twins in the family, yes, ma'am.
Okay. Um, yeah, I mean, I don't, obviously, what I do is not an exact science, but for some reason, I just keep feeling twins with
Yay.
happy you're okay with it.
Yes, I'm fine with it.
Okay, yeah, there's a strong possibility. I do feel like that is a really strong possibility. The other set of twins, I'm just trying to sort through what I'm feeling because I keep feeling a boy and a girl. Is the other set of
Yay.
twins a boy and a girl?
Yes. A boy, Nigeria and Nigerians.
Oh my God, that's so cute. Yeah, okay. So I keep getting that you're going to potentially have a possibility of a similar situation with having twins that would be a boy and a girl.
Yay. I'm hoping.
Oh my God, I
I'm
feel
terrified
super
of giving
excited
birth,
for you
but
all of a sudden.
yes.
Yeah, I feel, I kind of feel like there's a possibility you would end up maybe having a C-section. I don't feel any
Oh, yes, I'm
complications or
terrified.
anything. I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Yeah, I'm terrified of I'm terrified of C-section.
Aw, there's a
My
slight
cousin
possibility,
died.
but I don't feel. I was talking over you. I didn't hear you. I'm so
No,
sorry.
I said my cousin died after she had gave birth, and they kind of scared. You know, it got me kind of scared.
She says that's not going to happen to you.
Yay! I
Yeah,
love
says
y'all.
that's not going to happen to you. She says it was her time, and it because it was her time to go back to God, is what she's saying. And she had
Yes,
work to
ma'am.
do here on the other side, and she's supporting all of your family from afterlife.
Yes.
Um, I'm so mentioning, I'm not sure if it's your mother or your grandmother, but I feel like she's saying she's with someone from your family, maybe potentially your grandmother. Was it her mother?
Yes, my mother passed a few months ago.
Okay. She's with her.
Okay, yes,
They're all
ma'am.
together. Um, I feel like the message that I'm getting for you is something about making sure it's about your finances and something about someone, maybe group or maybe somebody's not being honest. Something's not all the same. So there's just a little bit of a warning for you to make sure you're paying attention to the finances. So do you have somebody living besides your kids? Is there somebody else at your house?
Yes, my husband stays here, and my husband uncle stays here.
Okay, yeah, I feel like there's something. I don't know if I don't know that it's, but I feel like what they're trying to say is something isn't what it seems, so just kind of pay attention. Um, and then also about about them trying to make both of them, your family, the women in your life that have passed away, they're trying very, very hard to connect with you. And they're saying they want you to try to be in stillness so that, and call on them, because they're always around and they're trying to give you some signs. Do you feel that at all?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, because they are surrounding you with so much love. They literally are talking about they are going to get you pregnant, is what they're saying.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh my goodness. There's just a lot of love. Do you have any questions for them or anything else before we get off the call?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Well, Brandy, thank you so much for calling, and I'm sending you lots of love and positive vibes. And if you're pregnant, let me know. I'm wishing it for you.
I will inbox y'all when I get pregnant with these twins. I will let you know.
Yes, I love it. All right. Thank you. Good night, everybody. Have a great week, and I'll see you next Thursday. Bye.